The hang clean, the athlete will hold the bar shoulder width apart, hanging the bar at mid-thigh level or just slightly above the knees. They will jump upward, shrugging the shoulders, using triple extension of the hips, knees, and ankles, and catch the bar with the triceps parallel to the floor. In the hang pull, the execution of the lift is the same as the hang clean, except for the athlete will catch the bar just before the chin without putting his elbows in the rack position. The athlete in the power clean will grab the bar at shoulder width apart. They will raise the bar from the floor. Once the bar gets to the knees, they will vigorously extend through the hips, knees, and ankles until the elbows reach the rack position of parallel to the floor. The high pull is very similar to the power clean, except for the athlete is only going to raise the bar again to chin level. The hang snatch, the athlete will hold the bar very wide outside their shoulders. They will extend through the hips, knees, and ankles using triple extension and catch the bar above their head. In the snatch pull, the athlete will be executing the lift very similarly to the hang snatch, except again, they will be catching just below the chin. The push press, the athlete will grab the bar at shoulder width at chest height. They will dip the body by extending their knees, hips, and ankles slightly. They will explosively jerk the bar upward with their legs, driving the barbell upward off the shoulders, vigorously extending the arms overhead. The front squat, the athlete will be holding the bar in the rack position of the hang clean. Their chest will be out, feet will be shoulder width apart, toes pointed slightly outward. They will push the hips back and down until the quadriceps are at parallel height. Some athletes have a hard time with flexibility with keeping their elbows in the rack position, so one change to that would be to cross their arms holding onto the bar. The parallel squat, the athlete will place the bar on their shoulders. Their hands will be shoulder width apart. They will push their chest out, drive their hips down until their quads are parallel or slightly lower than parallel to the floor. The glute ham raise, the athlete will begin in a perpendicular position. They will lower their body to the parallel position, engaging their hamstrings and glutes until they get back to the perpendicular position. Modification to the glute ham raise would be to place a plyometric box out so the student can reach out and slightly push off the box so that way they can get back to the perpendicular position. Make sure the athlete is keeping their body in a straight line from their neck down to their knees. The final modification to the glute ham would be where the athlete lowers themselves to a 45-degree angle and uses momentum to drive their body back to the perpendicular position. Make sure the athlete is not whipping and using their lower back to get them back to the starting position. Military press, the athlete will hold the bar at shoulder width It'll be at chest height. They will raise the bar until the arms are extended above the head. Return the bar to the starting position slowly. The bench press, the athlete will lie down on the bench. They'll grasp the bar with hands shoulder width apart. They'll raise the bar from the racks, bring it down to their chest slowly, inhaling the way down, exhaling the way back up. The inverted row, the athlete will lie down on the floor. They will place their feet on the bench, grasping the bar with their hands shoulder width apart. They will pull their chest up to the bar, making sure their body is flat from the neck down to the ankles. A modification of the inverted row would have the athlete placing their feet flat on the floor with their legs extended. The second modification to the inverted row would be where the athlete places their feet on the floor and has their upper leg and lower leg bent at 90 degrees. The bent over row, the athlete will have their hands shoulder width apart as well as their feet. They will pull the bar up to their chest and also make sure their back is parallel to the floor. The one modification to the bent over row would be from the supinated grip, where their hands are in an underhand position. For dips, the athlete will use a stationary dip bar. They will lower their body down so that their elbows and forearms go to 90 degrees. A modification to the dips would be where the athlete places their body between two benches. Their heels should be on the edge of the furthest bench. Their back should be closest to the one nearest to their upper body. They will lower their body to 90 degrees. The second modification will be where they will have their feet flat on the floor. And again, running the back down the side of the bench, getting to 90 degrees again. The third modification will be where their feet are flat on the floor and upper and lower legs are at 90 degrees. This would be the easiest modification. Push-ups, the athlete's hands will be directly underneath their shoulders. Their hands should be shoulder width apart. They will lower their chest to the floor and push back up. Chin-ups, the athlete will grab the bar in an underhanded grip, shoulder width apart. They will pull their chin above the bar and lower themselves so their arms are in full extension. A modification to the chin-ups would be where their partner holds their feet against their chest and lets the athlete push their feet against them for assistance. Pull-ups, the athlete will have their hands shoulder width apart. Overhand grip this time, really utilizing the back muscles, making sure they get to full extension and flexion. A modification to this would be assisted pull-ups, where their partner is holding their feet against their chest again, letting the athlete push against them.